Hey guys, this is Mahmoud and welcome back to another Flutter tutorial. Today we will create a tabs in the screen so that in your app, if you need to divide some tasks between some screen, you can easily create that in Flutter. So at the end, we will develop something similar like this. There will be 3 tabs, and when you click different tab, you will see different thing in the screen. So let's start in the code. So in my Android Studio, I have created a tabs Flutter project and saved in my desktop directory. So at first I will remove all the code, the template code from here, and in the run app I will give the name tabs app, and let's create the tabs app widget, that is the main widget. So I will create a stateless tabs app widget. Now let's remove this container, and I will return a material app, and within the material app there will be a home property, right? So in the home property, as we are creating a tabs app, we will be using the default tab controller. There are other tab controller you can customize, but default tab controller is the easy thing to do. And in default tab controller widget, there are 2 important property or 2 must-have property. One is the length, another one is the child. So in our app, we want to give 3 tabs. So that's why we are giving 3 here. And in the child section, we will update that. So in the child, we are using a scaffold widget. So in the scaffold there is app bar, right? So let's define this app bar and give a title. I give the text tabs demo, and now we are giving a bottom parameter. So in the bottom parameter we are giving the tab bar widget. So we'll be writing tab bar, and now you will see that there is the tabs property where we can pass as many tabs as we want. So here this will be an array or list. So here we will create some tabs. So let's define some text tab, right? So I give this, all will be basically widgets. So for the text I give suppose A, then comma text B, and then comma text finish. Suppose there are 3 tabs we created. And now after app bar, let's define the body, and in the body you have to give the view. For example, which tab is selected, you have to show the view in here, and you have to match with the tabbed position. For example, for if we want a tab view for text A, so let's do that. So here we will be using tab bar view, and here is a children property. So this is also a list where we will define the view. So at the first, here I also give a center for the first tab view, and here in the child section I just create a text A for apple, then another center widget, and I will give text B for book, and finally for the third tab I am giving another center widget, and this time I will write everything finished. Okay, very simple thing. Now let's run this program in my iPhone X simulator. If you do not use Mac, you can create and use Android emulator in your system. So now you see we have created 3 tabs, A, B and finish, and when we click A, you see it is showing A for apple, B for book, and finish for everything finished. Now instead of text, let's give some icon in the tab bar so that it looks better. So here, by removing text A, let's create a icon. And another thing you have to do, if you notice carefully that if I click this A or B, this tab bar looks very small. Like when I click, you see this, the underlying this inkwell looks small. So to looks it better, what you have to do, you have to give a tab widget. So I just click, I put my cursor in text and click Alt Enter, and then wrap with a new widget and I give it a tab. So similarly I will do for other. Now if I hot reload, you see that now it looks much better. The tabs looks, it takes really the optimal space and it looks much better. Anyway, let's remove this text A and add some icons. So I will create a icon widget and I will give icons.direction, suppose bike. And if I save now, you see now it is showing a bike. And for B, let's set another icon, icons.direction boat. Now save this and you see now it is showing boat. And for example, suppose for this finish tab, we want to create another widget and put it in the view. We can also do that easily. So let's create another stateless widget. In your app, if you require stateful widget, you can also do that. So here I give the name finished view, for example. And here in the container, let's create a child. In the child I give the center widget, and in the center widget I also giving another text, hello world, for example. Very simple thing. And this finish widget, view widget, what I will do, I will remove this center thing and I just initiated an object or widget in here. And if I save now and if I run everything, you see everything works perfectly. So the first tab is selected. When I click the second tab, it is also working, and when I click finish, and this time this finish tab, the view is coming from this finish view widget. So I hope this tutorial will help you to understand how to create tabs in Flutter, and I will see you in another video. Have a nice day. Goodbye.